John Deere backhoe, first time use. Hello and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how John Deere first dig for a septic tank cover went. This is my first day experience digging with this John Deere diesel tractor. I'm going to show you how I find my septic tank lid. This will be the first time at the controls digging with this backhoe. This is in my front yard and you can see the dirt. Once you pass a little topsoil, it's clay and rock. I had this backhoe for several months, and like I mentioned, this is the first time I'm digging with it. Couldn't get up the lawn with it prior.
Show me getting up there, right? And then when I start digging, stay like over here a little bit. But stay away from that, okay? Because sometimes I don't know the control of them. Okay, show me climbing up.
I have this backhoe in position, bringing up the throttle a little bit. Now, this old John Deere isn't the easiest unit for an old guy like me to climb up on. Have to admit, I feel a little shaky up here. Let me get in position. Phyllis is doing the camera work for me. And I'm going to move. Before I start digging, I'm going to be moving this bucket around a little bit just to get familiar with the controls. I have those wheel barrels over there because some of this dirt, years back, I actually dug this out by hand. And when I refilled the hole, I put a lot of leaves in there, grass and whatnot. I'm hoping to get some dirt that I could be using in my raised bed. And also I'll be using these wheel barrels to keep people from going close to the hole until the septic tank cleaner comes to pump the tank out. Getting familiar with these controls, it's taken me a little longer than I thought it would. And there's quite a bit of play in this unit. And I'm on a hill. So the play in the unit, the hill, right now it doesn't make a difference, but when that bucket is up, it wobbles. Now I'm trying to scrape the ground without digging. Let's see if we can do a little digging here. Now, it may not look like much in the video, but when you're sitting up high over here, this thing starts swinging and you're on a hill, let me tell you, you feel it. I'm just trying to get myself coordinated with the controls. That's why it's taking so long for the bucket movement. Look at that swing. Woo! There we go. The way this bucket swings, I have to try and ease it as much as possible. What I'm doing now is trying to get the feel for that without having it just clanging and banging along. Now, any of you guys watching this that are experienced operators, I don't mind some suggestions on the bottom, but keep it friendly. And remember, this is a family channel. Got it. Now, I believe the septic tank is right about here. Here we go. Look at that swing. Woo! The last time I dug it out, I did not measure it, but this is where there was an indentation and I had the trampoline over it, so I'm hoping I'm over the lid. If not, I'll be doing a lot of digging. See, I'm just trying to get the feel of these controls. Yeah, that was a little too jerky there. This will go on for a few minutes. If you like to skip ahead. Besides learning the controls on this unit and trying to dig with it, I also have to be careful. I have a concrete tank, and this is a big unit, and when I get down further, I have to be careful not to hit that tank and either crack the lid or crack the tank or chip it on the edge. So there's a combination of things that I'm trying to learn and to do over here. Well, as slow as this is going, I have to say it still beats digging it out by hand. Like I mentioned before, I did dig this out once before by hand. Wish I marked it off better. Time to jump ahead and to get down into this hole. Let's see if I found that manhole cover or not. Now, most of your septic tanks are a foot to 2 feet below grade. You can see how deep this one is. I think I found it here.
Scrape.
Yep.
Scrape it.
Here it is. First hole dug and I found it. I'll be sure to mark this off properly for the next time. I'm cleaning this off.
There's a little part of the trowel. It's up here on the side. Up here.
See the little scrape I threw down here?
What I didn't show is that I dug about a...
Where
is it?
Up here. Right here.
What I didn't video was me digging 2 wheelbarrows of dirt out of this hole. I wasn't sure how deep the tank was. I know my height is a little bit more than the depth of this tank, but I wanted to make sure. So I dug down and I kept prodding down with a pipe until I heard that clunk. Once I heard that clunk, I knew I was there. Just didn't know if I was on top of the cover or not. But fortunately, we got it on the first try. Now I'm cleaning this up the best I can because when they come pull this lid out to pump it out, I don't want this dirt going down into the tank. This hole is going to be open for a couple of days until they get here. Now to measure it to show you how deep it is, and also to make notes for the next dig.
What's that? 63 inches. Is it straight?
Yep.
Okay, hold it straight.
Yep.
And just bend down. And get that. What's that? Thanks. 63 inches.
There you have it, 63 inches. Looks closer to 64.
Okay. That's it. Thanks. Got it in here?
Mm-hmm.
When I refill this hole, I'm going to have a couple inches of dirt on top of the lid. I'm going to put a plastic cover on top of it. This way, as I'm digging the next time, when I hit that plastic cover, I know the concrete lid will be right below it. A little more cleanup, and I'll be getting out of this hole. I want to point out, even though you're using a backhoe, you're still going to need a bar, you're still going to need a shovel. So there will be some manual labor if yours is as deep as this is.
You see that circle?
Well guys, that's a wrap. If you have any questions or comments, post them down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, it does help. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe. Hit that Joe Z button. Be sure to ring the bell, not to miss my new videos as I upload them. And until next time, safe digging and be well.